If you have never known life without connectivity, you may never have experienced boredom. Ladies and gentlemen, hi, I'm Holly, and that was my favorite quote from one of the TED speakers named Manus Sumeri. That quote, ladies and gentlemen, fits our current situation so well. Our real life connectivity is getting shut down, and most of us are battling boredom or quantities while being isolated indoors thanks to the coronavirus pandemic. Oh, by saying battling boredom, I mean totally bored. People can scroll through their Instagram, TikTok, or other social media without really knowing what they're actually looking for. So they're just scrolling for hours because they're bored. I've experienced that, so I believe few of you have experienced it as well, don't you? But do you know, being bored can actually be a good thing for our mind. Boredom sparks creativity. Oh, by the way, this is based on a study, so relax, it's trusted. So a particular person named Sandy Mann, who is a senior psychology lecturer in the University of Central Lancashire in the UK, said that at its core, boredom is a search for neutral stimulation that isn't satisfied. So it's like if we cannot find it, our mind will create it. Boredom can enable creativity and problem-solving skill by allowing our mind to wander and daydream. So if we cannot find the thing that we want to find, we will go into our head. But actually, being inspired and being creative in a time of adversity and uncertainty like this is not really a new thing. Proof. It is believed that William Shakespeare not only wrote King Lear during an endemic of 1564, but he also got a head start on Macbeth and Cleopatra. On the opposite end of the creativity spectrum, Sir Isaac Newton's work, while he was quarantined on account of bubonic plague, are considered to be his best. Few of them are things that we know as integral calculus or even the theory of universal gravitation. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep in mind that those magnificent works were made while they were quarantined. Those are not simple creativity. Those are part of historical creativity. Those are proof about how crazy wild our creativity can be. And we don't need to reach or even surpass that. The only thing that we need to do is to search for another type of creativity called the psychological creativity. So psychological creativity is a creation of something new or something valuable which surprise themselves. For example, there are people in Italy who come together on the balconies and sing together, and there are also people from across the world who do TikTok challenges together, and a lot more. Which, well, if you see those as an example, you'll think that, well, it's not surprising, I mean, that's simple. Those are normal. And, well, I believe you'll think that it's not really a creativity. But what do you think will happen if those simple creativity can help others? What will happen if we can explore and invest ourselves into those kind of creativity? Well, I have one good example that I have experienced it myself. So, since the pandemic started, a lot of people start to get discouraged, like me, and they also start to feel like they can't focus on their works. Which by this, there's a trend named study with me session. So it's like someone is studying while doing a live stream on YouTube, TikTok, or any other platforms, which that sounds weird, right? It sounds like, well, why would people study while doing live streams? That's not normal. But somehow, people love it. They start to watch those kind of live streams while working on something or studying on something. And they claim that this actually helps them. So then when I searched about it, I found out that when we sit down and study, and then when we find ourselves checking our social media, it's easy to become envious on people that are having fun. people who are enjoying their lives, and then yet there you are sitting on a chair studying. But when you see someone else studying and working hard, just like how you feel, you'll find out that you're not alone. And if they can do it, why can't you do it? That's the self-motivation that we can find in ourselves when we join this trend. But for me, it didn't work. I feel like, okay, we're only watching someone studying. If I procrastinate, or if I just watch over it and not studying, no one will ever see me, right? So it's not really helping me. So then a particular someone changed the study with me trend into a study with us trend. So it's like a study with me, but a Zoom meeting version. This helps me a lot because since it is a Zoom meeting, I can see others and others can see me as well. So if I procrastinate, others can see it right away, and if they procrastinate, I can see it as well. That helps me a lot more because there's a pressure of that we need to focus, we need to work or study. That is the exact same pressure that we feel when we're working on our test and then our teachers are watching over us and the others are working on it silently and focused. So, well, our only option is to be focused as well, right? That's the exact same feeling that I felt when I joined that Zoom meeting. There are also a lot more types of online learning. For example, like there are online tutoring, there are people who teach via TikTok, there are study groups, and a lot more. Which that shows about how big the ambitious students in the social media has grown. How big that the ambitious has grown up to. So if we wrap those up, ladies and gentlemen, we'll know that in a time of adversity for like this coronavirus pandemic, it is easy for us to focus on ourselves and try to find things that can help us or even help others. That study with me trend that I use as an example is a proof that even something that started by a boredom, where it started because of boredom of studying alone, right? And then they can't focus, so want it or not, they wanted to try of something new. But what happened in the end? It helps other people. It even sparks another kind of ideas for other people as well. So then there's the study with us, there's online tutoring, and a lot more. So ladies and gentlemen, I believe creativity is surely a beast. But we cannot wake this beast up if we don't get out from this comfort zone, from this boredom zone. So, well, now let's try to stop scrolling over and over again and start a new movement. Well, if you don't have a new movement, at least join something. We can support other people's movement. And once you find your own creativity, I believe you'll surprise yourself with how creative that you can be. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me. I'm Holly and I'm waiting to see where those creativity of yours will bring you to. Well, that's all. Bye.